Hello everyone, welcome, my name is Brian, and we're going to be doing, something a little different today. So, Ratchet and Clank came out many years ago, actually 14 at this point. Came out in 2002, and they came out with the recent iteration, Ratchet and Clank on the PS4, this month. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to be playing through the original Ratchet and Clank game for the PlayStation 2, although I'm doing it on the PS3 10th Anniversary Edition because it's in HD and it looks better. But other than that, it's just a graphical upgrade. It's no change in story or anything like that. Even 4x3 letterboxed cutscenes and stuff. So that's going to make it fun to play. So we're going to be playing through this, and we're going to go through Ratchet and Clank 2 and 3 as well. And then we're eventually going to get to the newest Ratchet and Clank. I really love these games. Insomniac did such a great job with this game, the two sequels. Actually, pretty much every game that they came out with did pretty well in my mind. I haven't played certain ones, though, like All for One, Into the Nexus. What other ones did I not play? Secret Agent Clank, Deadlocked. But I did play the original 3, the Future series, the new one, and I can't remember. I think that was it. But I played a fair amount of them, and I loved every one that I've played so far. So we are just getting some backstory here as to what's going on. Clank here is a defective robot that escapes the guards trying to make sure that they only make the one type of robot. How they made such a big difference in robot, I don't know. That's not really explained. But he gets chased by these ships into near Planet Veldin, which is Ratchet's homeworld. And I like how they have the 11:47 a.m. local time, as if they use the human Earth time structure thing. But hey, whatever, that's just me. So, he gets shot down, unfortunately. But he doesn't die, so don't worry, Clank survives. So let's get... somehow he compacts... Crank. I almost call him Crank. Clank compacts himself and is not dead, thankfully. So we're going to actually do one thing quick. We're going to make the up-down stuff reversed and fast.
Welcome
there we go.
We're here to offer you advice during your
okay, so is there a strafe option? This is something, one of the things I'm going to have to get used to, because no, there is none. Fantastic. We're going to keep the help desk on. I think it's a pretty cool little feature. And so, basic information about Ratchet and Clank. Came out in 2002. Insomniac decided to make Ratchet and Clank after they finished making the original Spyro trilogy, because they felt that they couldn't really make things with Spyro, considering he doesn't have hands. So we're just going to go through this, and since Insomniac did such a great job of Spyro, people were excited for this game when it came out. Personally, I started with Ratchet and Clank 1, as most people did, but Ratchet and Clank 3, Up Your Arsenal, is my absolute favorite. That's the one that I played the most. I felt it was the most fleshed out, most fun to play, and it actually has the highest rating of all of the Ratchet and Clank games. So the music's fantastic. The styling is really good. I like this. How it's kind of cartoony, but not overly cartoony, if that makes sense. You know, it looks nice. It plays well, and although this is the first one, and this came out 14 years ago, I still think it holds up. So we're gonna get some basic things about Ratchet and Clank here. So Ratchet and Clank obviously is just a action platformer game. You play as, well, Ratchet, who is a Lombax. He's the only Lombax known at the moment. In this game, it's not really explained that he's the only Lombax, but there are no other people of his kind. He's alone in his garage. It's kind of self-explanatory that he's not. There's no one here. So at the moment, we only have a wrench for melee, and then we have our bomb glove with limited ammo. So we're going to hold on to the bomb glove for a little bit, because that's actually going to be rather useful down the road. It's actually one of those, I've played this game so many times that in most of the areas in this game, you can beat it with only the wrench, which is what I'm going to try to do. It's been a while since I've played this version. I've been playing the new PS4 version, and which I love that one, by the way. I just am so used to how that one controls, because it controls similarly to how the Ratchet and Clank future games play. So I am so used to the newer controls and how that feels that I may make some mistakes. Like, for example, there is no strafing function in this game. Oh, and enemies can hurt each other, by the way. So enemies can hurt each other, and that you can use to your advantage when you're trying to like use the limited amount of ammo, like saving more powerful rounds for later on. But I think it's one of those, you know, just go crazy. The whole point of this game is, you know, just blowing stuff up, and I think that's actually one of the taglines for this game as well. Is it's just ready to kick ass or something like that. I have to find the poster. Oh, okay. You don't get to zap me, sir. I am sorry. But as you notice, your range when collecting items is, or collecting bolts is really low, and that's because later on we'll be getting an item that extends that range. And it's just trying to get you used to how things operate in this game. In later games, it's a much further reach by default, but whatever. So let's get to this crash site and figure out what happened, what's going on, why we were attacked, you know, why there's a little robot going on, going on. Listen to me. Well, Clank's alive.
Interesting. You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving the solar system. Do you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system
I love
stuff
this game.
anyway?
I love Clank. Clank is like my favorite character in this entire game.
Hello, citizens.
So, Chairman Drek.
My race, the blog, have a small problem.
Oh.
Our planet has become
Oh,
so
boy.
polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here. But I, Chairman Drek, have a solution. We are constructing a pristine new world using the choicest planetary components available. So, what does this mean to you, you might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand, we will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our new one. Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made. Thank you for your cooperation. And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my... We're still on? Well, turn it off, you idiot!
The humor in the Ratchet and Clank franchise is always
People on
very
those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting
crude.
Captain Quark
It can
to
be
help
crude,
you.
but I think it's humorous. I enjoy the humor because it's a lot of
I might be able to get
just
further
it's
information
just
there.
good-natured
Even if I
humor.
wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
Oh, he is, and Clank has X-ray vision
Robotic ignition system.
apparently.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So I agree.
So
to take
I don't
you
get
to
it.
this
Why are
wherever
robots allowed
it
to
is.
start ships?
Can
And
you get
also,
my
why
ship
is that
started
tree
for me?
moving in the background,
That
but the
is what I'm
spines
proposing.
aren't?
Deal.
I don't know. Oh well.
This could be a problem. Take care of it.
Whoa, this
Uh-oh.
is great.
We're gonna be
So
taken
that's
care
where
of.
I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh,
Okay,
right.
okay, Clank, you need to chill because
Oh,
we're
and
going
by
through
the way,
space. We don't need
stop
to
calling
steer
me
that
sir.
badly.
The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is V54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
It kind of sucks. I have subtitles on, but during the cutscenes, it doesn't count.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens were not in the city when my workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
Oh no.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay, wait. You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
All right then. That okay. So I don't. It doesn't really explain as to why we crashed. We just crashed.
Clank? Where are you? Oh, sorry about that. Well, we're not leaving the way we came in.
Perhaps we could procure a ship from one of the inhabitants.
If there are any left.
Yeah, if any are left. So we're going to just kind of explore a little bit. This is the first level. This is Novalis. Also, I like when the text is not stuck in the boxes. Like, they didn't... Some of the things in this HD remake aren't really well done. Like, the text boxes are not really well done. But also this. This is the Gadgetron box. The Gadgetron vendor, excuse me. So as you can tell, the text is a little blurry. But also when we go into it... the text is a little weird, and this guy on the right here is supposed to be a little bit more fleshed out instead of kind of squeezed. But
oh, that's a nice one.
That's all you can. I mean, it's what we get. It's an HD remake. I'm not going to complain about it too much. Everything else works out pretty well though. So we don't have enough for the Pyrocitor, which is the flamethrower, the second weapon that we're going to get in this game. First things first, we have to go through some extra bits here and there to, you know, get. We just have to explore. So if we look at the map, we have multiple objectives that we can go do. Obviously labeled by these question marks. So we got to explore a little bit. Get oh, I did not mean to do that. We have a lot of stuff that we have to do and explore and find and whatnot. So in this game, I'm just going to basically use the wrench as much as I can, unless I absolutely have to use another weapon for the purposes of tougher enemies, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. The music in this game is really good, though. I like the music. Oh, okay, gold bolts. So the normal currency in this game is bolts. Standard fare. There are certain hidden areas in the game that have specialized gold bolts that you can collect, and those gold bolts are used for collecting gold weapons. Now, the gold weapons you can only get after you beat the game, but they're more powerful versions of the weapons you already have. So you got to collect the gold bolts. Basically, you're buying these gold weapons with the bolts, gold bolts, and regular bolts as well. So you have to buy them, and they are kind of expensive. As you can see, we don't get many bolts out of the starting gate. We will get more and more as the game progresses, but it's going to take a while for us to actually get enough for gold weapons. I'm probably not going to do any gold weapons, only because I don't think it's going to... It's not worth it, but also it's going to take a long time to do. There are ways to get around it, like little exploits and things like that, to get lots of bolts very quickly, but on the 2, it was easier than the PS3 version. They kind of fixed the issues. So I'm not going to worry about that. Just trust me, it's gonna be easier with those exploits. But later games actually introduce the ability when you beat the game to enter what's called challenge mode. Now what challenge mode does is it gives you a bolt multiplier depending on how many enemies you dispatch, and and you can get 2, 3, 4 up to I think 20 depending on the game. So those bolt multipliers are going to be very useful. However, this game does not have that. If you do get hit in challenge mode, though, you do lose your bolts. The multiplier, anyway. So, let's talk to you.
God blast it!
Look, plumber's crack.
What did you just say?
I said, look, the plumber's back.
All right, wise guy. Shouldn't you be on one of them escape transports?
Escape transports?
Newsflash, giant robots attacking. The escape
Newsflash.
transports are taking all the rich folks off this god-darn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows 2 weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An
Coordinates.
infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
So we can buy the infobot for 500 bolts, which is what we're going to do. We have to because it's one of the planets that we have to get to. So let's buy the thing.
Geronimo!
Did he just slide down a sewer pipe?
Yes, he did, Ratchet. Very observant.
Mayday, mayday! This is the solar ship Radical. We seem to be under attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close! Ah!
Pipe down, I can't concentrate.
But we've been hit!
An unexpected detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for you.
We're not gonna live that long!
Kid, let's scream.
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarx.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say, I've never seen him look so freaked out.
Gadgetron infobots give you coordinates for new planets. Now that you have the
Yay! Now that we have the infobot for planet Iridia, but we're not going to be going to Iridia. We're actually going to be going to another planet first called Kerwan. Because it is going to be, we need something from Kerwan in order to go through Iridia. It'll make things a lot easier for Iridia as well. So, there we go. That, I think, is a good place to end. We're going to do this alternate path over here. Oh, hello. Bolts hiding in the ground. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to go take this alternate path next time. And, we will, or I will, rather, because Eduardo's not here. I will see you guys next time with more Ratchet and Clank. If you guys want to see more, leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Comment on it. All that jazz. See you guys next time.